Hello and welcome to this video. I've seen this kind of padlock recently in the wild. It was on the back of a truck securing the doors. And I was amazed because it has 5 wheels. So I bought myself one of these to inspect it and to try to decode it. Yeah, here it is. And from the exterior properties you can read hardened on the shackle. And if you pull out the shackle, you see one cutout only, so it's only locked on one side. And when we look inside the hole, we can see a ball bearing, which is good because it means that it cannot be shimmed. You can change the combination on these kind of locks by turning the wheel on the right side and entering the new combination. And I will do this behind the curtain because I want to decode it. Alright, I turn back the wheel on the right side, close the shackle and shuffle the wheels. So, because of the size of this lock and the shape here, it's not very comfortable to pull the shackle in the hand. So I've prepared a little setup here with a lock in a vise to easily tension the lock. And of course that's what I want to do. When you try to decode such kind of locks, you pull on the shackle and turn the wheels and search for the wheel that gives feedback, that feels resistant. And that's wheel number 2. And I turn it and it stops at 2. So I leave it there. Continue with the next, which feels free. Then the next. And this feels bound. A little bit hard with these numbers here. Okay, it stops at 8. I leave it there. The last feels free, so I continue with number 1, which feels a little bit, which gives a little bit of resistance, but not too much. So might be 8, but I'm not sure. But wheel number 3 is binding much more, so I can really feel very well what's going on. So maybe it wants to stay at 7. I leave it there. Okay, 1 is binding more now, so I think 7 was a good choice. I think 6 is a good number. So let's check the last wheel. Yeah, it's binding. Okay. All numbers are in a gate now, so they cannot easily be turned anymore when I apply tension on the shackle. And if this happens, that means that the lock has false gates, because the lock is not open yet. And on this lock, it's very easy to distinguish false from true gates. Because first, every wheel has only one false gate, which is on the opposite side of the true gate. And you can find out if it's a false gate when you pull on the shackle and jiggle the wheel. So you try to move it left and right from the actual position, and if it turns freely around the number, it's a true gate, and if it's stuck, then it's a false gate. So let's start with pulling on the shackle and trying the first wheel. It's heavily bound, so that's a false gate, and the true gate is on the opposite side, so it's 1. Let's check the second. It's free. Third is bound, so the true gate is at 2. 1 and 2. That's free, and that's also free. Okay, so I change it to 1, and I change this, come on, to 2, and it's open. Alright, not really secure, so I would not secure my valuables with that lock at all. But it's a fun little lock with 5 wheels to play with it, to decode, and to have a bit of fun. Alright, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Happy picking and decoding, and bye bye!